Storm season is here, which means homeowners could be faced with repairs to the exterior of their house or property.
We had about approximately 7,000 re-roof permits due to the storms of a year ago, which is about 10 times or more than our annual average. So with the season coming, hopefully we won't have as severe weather as we had, but in the event that occurs, you do need a permit for a new roof.
There are a lot of things that are done around the home that you may not be aware of that require a permit.
Some of which would be very obvious, a new home or a new commercial building, but around the house, a new fence would require a permit, re-roofing. The garage sales actually even require a permit.
The permit process works to benefit all, the homeowner and contractor.
For the permitting process, a contractor would take out the permit. And just require them to show you evidence that they have come to the city.
Contractors can obtain permits easily, in person at City Hall, over the phone, or on the internet. The cost of a permit is $50.
The contractors would give us their company information and obviously where the job's located, that kind of thing, but there's not a lot. It doesn't take long, but it's just, again, kind of registering that job into the system.
Following severe weather, homeowners will often see an influx of storm chasers.
Companies that'll come in and try to, get business, and that's perfectly valid. In many cases, these are very reputable businesses, but sometimes they're folks that don't do things the right way. So by having a permit process, sometimes that'll weed out some of the dishonest folks. So be sure you get a permit.
Sometimes the best referrals will come from your friends or neighbors. It's advised to get more than one bid and compare prices.
You don't want to put money out front for materials. That's usually a tip-off that somebody's either not honest or they're not capitalized well enough to really be doing things the right way.
We would have to see that paperwork or certificate.
Homeowners can do their own repairs as well, but they still need to get a permit.
We just need to know who they are and the approximate value of the job. That's just information we put into our records.
If a building is more than 6 feet in any dimension, it requires a permit. For instance, a backyard shed.
If you think about putting these up close to the fence and building them up tall, then you're kind of looming over the neighbor's property. So, setbacks and that sort of thing are critical.
It's important for people to follow the ordinances for safety reasons as well.
A lot of people think that the city doesn't have any business charging for fences, and most of the time they're very routine. But if you think of people that are on corner lots that decided they maybe want to take a 6-foot fence out to their corner, they would obstruct visibility for traffic.
Another reminder when re-roofing is the possible effect it may have on the vents from gas appliances.
And sometimes that everybody walking around up there dropping bundles of shingles, you can jar these vents and maybe disconnect one at a joint or in some other way hurt the integrity of that. So we want to be sure that those are vented back to the outside.
The problem is these vents aren't visible from the outside and will need to be inspected from within the attic.
It's a good idea to just take a look, take a flashlight, go up in the attic. If you've got a low pitch roof, maybe just stick your head up in there and just try to take a look and see if that vent still goes through, that it hasn't come loose at a joint, and that some things that you don't want in your house are getting back in there possibly.
The permit office is located on the 2nd floor of City Hall. If you have any questions or issues about permits or about hiring a contractor, contact the inspection office at 972-721-2371 or log on to cityofirving.org/planning and inspections.